83 cubic inch engine. Left lane, Kevin Trusty. Lovely wife Teresa down there guiding him up to the starting line. From Groveport, Ohio, 61-year-old parts director, going Radical Racing, Kearns chassis, 632 cubic inches, Chevrolet. And his grandson, Sam, is out there, Sam Lowther, in red shirt and gray shorts. Matt Flowers, right lane. This is the 890 class, just like Super Gas, only it's 890 index instead of 990. 4/10 Pro Tree, all ambers at once and then the green. 4/10 of a second between the ambers and the green. Top sportsman, stand by. Top sportsman, stand by, please. Top, whoop, back it up. Top dragster, stand by. Top sportsman, relax. Top dragster, stand by, please. Top dragster. That was not my blunder. Everything else I said today that was wrong is, but that was not. .091 life for Flowers. He goes 892, 886 for Kevin Trusty. Next up, Steve Eckert, the Pataskala Flash, in his 91 Cutlass. Bill Rudy, Lima, Ohio, and the 73-year-old dock worker, Race Tech chassis dragster. The lap time for Steve Eckert, 883, 884 for Bill Rudy. Bob Mandel from Colioca, Tennessee, 57-year-old chassis builder, is in the Profab chassis in the right lane, 632 cubic inches. He's alongside Patty Fisher from Clayton, Ohio, and the 2016 Diamond chassis, 638 cubic inches, not to be outdone. Patty's a 46-year-old office manager from Clayton, Ohio. Mandel is a chassis builder, as we told you. Patty goes 892, 889 for Mandel. Luke Bogacki, from Carterville, Illinois, is 34-year-old professional drag racer, driving a K&N Engineering American chassis, 632 cubic inches. Dutch Stamper from North Vernon, Indiana, in the left lane, 74-year-old retired mechanic, in a 1990 dragster. 454 incher. Luke won $1 million race this year out in Las Vegas, the guy in the right lane. He's buying. Luke goes 888, 881 for Dutch Stamper in the left lane. Paul W. Moore from Lexington, Indiana, is in the left lane, 1999 dragster chassis. Small block, 383 for power. Said, I don't need all those inches. I got my Chevy here. In the right lane, Krista Schneider from Rochester Hills, Michigan. And Rick Schneider's Diamond chassis dragster with a Chevy. That's all he'll tell us about it. Moore goes 901. 955 for Krista Schneider. Rick Schneider from Westland, Michigan is right behind Krista. That's her dad. He's 50 years old. It's an American chassis, 598 cubic inches. Left lane, Jerry Mellis from Hope, Indiana. 61-year-old engineer, Mellis Brothers M&M car, 468 cubic inches. Pit crew, Tom Mellis. Well, the track is clear. Rick Schneider's going to stage again. Jerry Mellis likewise. Mellis in the left lane, the Coughlin Cars lane. Schneider's in the Sunoco lane. That's the right lane. Good light, 004 for Schneider, 022 for Mellis. Schneider's elapsed time is 8:88, 8:89 for Mellis. Tim Papp from Charleston, Illinois is in the right lane, American chassis. Papp's a 41-year-old shop owner. Left lane, Bruce Brecker from Brunswick, Ohio. 57-year-old driver is his profession. 81 Camaro. 572 cubic inches. I don't know what he drives. He's a driver. He says so. Tim Papp. 027, pretty good light. Papp's elapsed time is 8:85, 8:91 for Bruce Brecker. R.J. Thacker from Minford, Ohio, former junior dragster pilot in the left lane. Good looking rig, and it's an Advantage chassis, 2013 model. 511 cubic inches, the Chevrolet. In the right lane, Joe Hessling from Toledo, Ohio, 29-year-old engine builder. The 2014 American chassis, 615 cubic inches. Hessling goes 892 with a 016 light. R.J. Thacker goes 888, and we won't mention his reaction time. Bryson Scruggs, Pleasant View, Tennessee is his hometown in the left lane. He's 18 years old. Pat Martin, London, Ohio is his hometown. He's 48 years old. Bryson's driving an American chassis, 540 cubic inches. Pat Martin's part of the Armor Paving and Sealing race team, 598 cubic inches. Doing double duty, has a neat little 27T Roadster and this good-looking American chassis dragster. Scruggs' elapsed time is 8:30 or 8:83. That is, with 009 light. Pat Martin had a good 013 light, 891 with a 2. Allison Prose from Terre Haute, Indiana, is in the right lane, American chassis, and she'll be 19. Oh wait, it says on June. Oh, she was 19 on the 4th of June. All right. Ron Finney from Greenwood, Indiana, in the left lane, 56-year-old Professor. Renegade Race Fuel sponsors Finney. 2011 Cartel chassis. 618 cubic inches. Allison goes 884, 888 for Finney. Next up, Bob Prost from Terre Haute, Indiana. 45-year-old business owner in the American chassis, 632 cubic inches. Alongside Rich Pica from Coshocton, Ohio. 2015 Race Tech chassis, 620 cubic inches. Pair of pretty cars on the starting line. $888 for Prost, $886 for Rich Pica. Dave Dolan from Tremont, Illinois, is in the right lane. Dolan Racing, American chassis. Dolan's a 69-year-old consultant. Pit crew duty, 496 cubic inches. Left lane, Brian Milhan. Milham's from Lawndale, Illinois. He's a truck driver, 43 years old. And it's an undercover car, 588 cubic inches. Well, the Tremont car in the right lane goes 889. The Lawndale car goes 887. Milham. Brian Horton from Walbridge, Ohio, is in the American chassis, left lane. In the right lane, Rose Richardson from Woodburn, Indiana. P&R Express, advanced chassis. She's a 62-year-old store owner. Top dragster. Top dragster. Now I got it right now. Top dragster. Top dragster. To the lanes, please. Top dragster. To the lanes. Thank you. Rose Richardson, 029 light, 035 light for Brian Horton. Only 6 thousandths difference in the lights. 884 for Rose, 905 for Brian. Adam Gerber from Massillon, Ohio, is in the right lane. 30-year-old supervisor in the American chassis. Bob Kropfeld from Hamilton, Ohio, is in the left lane, 71. Well, we'll cancel what it says here. $886 for the Coghlan lane. 886 also for the Sunoco side. Here's Michelle Furr from Galax, Virginia. 47-year-old executive, sponsored by Ohio Crank, Quick Fuel, K&N. It's an undercover chassis, 632 cubic inches. Alongside Tim Garrison from Benton Harbor, Michigan. 54-year-old with miscellaneous occupations, sponsored by TGR Products. 2000 undercover chassis, 565 inches. Garrison's elapsed time is 8:57. 8:87. That's a little bit more reasonable for Michelle Furr. Remember, the index is 890. Jeremy Mason from Richmond, Kentucky. 29-year-old engineer is driving the Miller chassis in the left lane. Miller chassis is a 2015 model. In the right lane is Rick Hughes from Fishers, Indiana. Rick is a 54-year-old mechanic, sponsored by A&A Transmissions. It's a 2006 power chassis, 572 cubic inches. Hughes has a 007 bulb. Good light. 888 is the elapsed time. Mason goes 892 with a red light down here on the starting line. Leo Zinda the third from Clinton Township, Michigan, is in the right lane. Ring and Pinion Shop sponsored advanced chassis. 66-year-old business owner, 588 cubic inches. Left lane Steve Fields from Carlton, Michigan. Fields Racing advanced chassis. Fields is sporting 540 cubic inches. Zinda, not to be outdone, goes 588 for his number. It's a Dart engine for Zinda. Leo Zinda goes 886, 888 for Fields. Rob Goins from Orlando, Florida, up next in the right lane, the Sunoco side of the racetrack. 32-year-old with miscellaneous occupations. Undercover chassis is his ride, and his power is a Ford, 557 cubic inch Ford. His dad is a pit crew. Left lane Steve Hoyt, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Steve and Jan Hoyt Racing advanced chassis, 598 cubic inches. She has he has four IHRA national wins. And he's a 2013 Division III champion. And he goes 889, Hoyt does. 896 for Goins. Paige Coughlin from Delaware, Ohio, 17 years old, in the Jegs car in the right lane. 2017 McIlvain chassis. Yes. Their father, Troy Coughlin, is standing back behind the dragster. Paige obviously is the granddaughter of Jeg. Alan O'Brien from Ron Severte, West Virginia. I tried to say that right. 53 years old. QPR quality asphalt in the left lane, Racetech chassis. Page goes 888. Pretty good 035 light. Alan O'Brien goes 889 with an early start. Tom Diamond, part of the Armor Paving and Sealing team, driving the Armor Paving and Sealing headman's car. That's Don Trayson's car. I don't even see Don Trayson down there. Maybe he's down there, maybe he's not. Tom's driving it. It's in the right lane. Left lane, Scott Mackey, Milford, Michigan. Babalu Racing dragster, 565 cubic inches. Diamond also has that beautiful black 27T in super gas. Tom Diamond goes 889. 889 also for Scott Mackey. Jeff McRoby from New Philadelphia, Ohio is in the Spitzer car in the right lane. 423 cubic inches. Left lane, Christopher Fields. Carlton, Michigan, Fields Transportation Advanced Chassis. Christopher Fields, very good 007 light. 889. McRoby, 889 also. Pretty good 063 light, not as good as 007 obviously. Reaction times make a big difference, especially when you have an index instead of a dial-in. Shannon Mingy from Urbana, Illinois is in the right lane, 46-year-old electrician, sponsored by VFW and Bonewell Automotive. It's an American chassis, a new one, 2017. 582 cubic inch Chevrolet. He'll be in the Sunoco lane, or is in the Sunoco lane. Left lane, Kendra Reinshield from Brookville, Indiana. You saw her husband, Scotty Reinshield, down here in Super Street. Tomorrow you'll see her son, Cade Reinshield, in the junior. Kendra's from Brookville, Indiana. American chassis, 582 cubic inches. She goes 883. 887 for Shannon Mingy. Deacon Kalish from Wauconda, Illinois is in the left lane, Bantam car. In the right lane, William Roberts, Davidson, North Carolina. 64-year-old self-employed business owner in the Roberts Motorsports Incorporated Race Tech chassis. 2000 vintage. 398 cubic inches, probably a small block. 426 AMC engine in the Bantam. Well, here we have a Bantam Roadster with an AMC engine. Not a very common car in Supercom, but if it works, run with it. And that one's working. 017 light. Elapsed time 891. 890 with the one for William Roberts in the right lane, nearly dead on. P.J. Fouts from Gahanna, Ohio is in the American Chassis Dragster in the left lane. Pit crew Nick Downing and Kelly Lubin. P.J. is an entertainer, he says, right here. Don Rubel from Oceanside, California, 77-year-old retiree is in the right lane. Oh, or PJ, he's already winning? Where? PJ, I'm told, won that race car. 26-year-old PJ Fouts won that race car at a race last year. 884 for PJ. 895 for Rubel. And his Nova it says Nova. I doubt it is. Greg Camplain, Brownsburg, Indiana. Camplain Machine Company. Spitzer chassis in the right lane. Judy's out there doing the priming, pushing, wiping, and all that. Left lane, Tony Elrod, Fenton, Michigan. Sunoco and Abruzzi tire transmission sponsor Tony. It's an American chassis. 2006 version, 632 cubic inches. Camplain's driving a Spitzer car. He was a 2013 Gainesville National Champion, 2013 Comp Division 3 champion. Camplain goes 886, 888 for Elrod. Mike Jurosik from Elyria, Ohio, 51-year-old electrician in the Powerhouse race cars in the right lane. Left lane, Jason Hardig from Lancaster, Ohio. Hardig Motorsports, undercover chassis, 2001 model, 555 cubic inches. Jurosic has 615 between the rails in his car. Well, Jason's going to drive on down cautiously. I don't know what happened to him, but obviously he's not out for speed. Jurosic, in the meanwhile, goes 9.3, 893 at 186.15 miles per hour. Edward Jurosic, Elyria, Ohio, 24-year-old engineer in the American car in the right lane. Left lane, Bill Jackson in the Jackson Scratcher advanced chassis, 548 cubic inches. Bill has won the Spring Nationals and Super Gas in 81. He won the Keystone Super Cop in 91. 2005, he was the U.S. National Super Gas winner. He's been a card-carrying NHRA member for over 45 years. His lovely wife, Mary Ann's leaning against the wall watching him. Mary Ann is in the NHRA Hall of Fame. Just inducted this year. 887 for Bill. 887 also for Jurosic. Kimbra Fusting from Waukegan, Illinois in the McIlvain car in the right lane. Left lane, Ed Wilcox, Detroit, Michigan in his Camaro. Hey, we have t-shirts, souvenir t-shirts for sale back behind the Hot Rod Grill. They're really good looking t-shirts. If you want to go get some while they last in your size and your selection of color. Kimbra Fusting goes 884. Ed Wilcox 895. Pat Lamont from Lake Villa, Illinois is in the left lane undercover chassis. 65-year-old auto repair shop owner, Lamont Auto Trailer Sales. Stephanie Shelton from New Carlisle, Ohio is over here in the right lane. Shellfoot Racing McIlvain chassis, 2016, relatively new car, 585 cubic inches. Gary Whitefoot is her pit chief. Once again, top dragster, top dragster, top dragster. To the lanes, please. Somebody lost their keys over at gate double B. That's the spectator gate. Stephanie Shelton goes 889, 886 for Pat Lamont. Chad Lamont right behind Pat, Fort Lake, Indiana. Financial advisor, 31 years old. Lamont Trailer Sales, ATD, MP. Racetech chassis, 615 cubic inches. Joey Fusting from Grays Lake, Illinois. There's Fox Lake, Illinois on the left, Grays Lake, Illinois on the right. The 31-year-old hydraulic hose specialist. He's got a specialist for everything. This guy's a hydraulic hose specialist. Parker Store Racing sponsored McIlvain chassis, 582 cubic inches. 0:08 light for Joey Fusting. 8:87 elapsed time. 8:90 with a 3 for Chad Lamont, nearly dead on. Fusting had a better light. Doesn't matter during time trials, but it counts during eliminations. Dean McIlvaine from New Carlisle, Ohio is in the McIlvaine race cars entry in the right lane. It's a 2013 McIlvaine chassis, 632 cubic inches. He is the president and CEO of McIlvaine Race Cars. Left lane, Michael Shelton in New Carlisle, Ohio. 34-year-old chassis builder. A McIlvaine chassis under him too. The Shellfoot sponsored car. 604 cubic inch Chevrolet for power. Hey, in a half hour, the Racers for Christ Kids Club is going to start in Suite 308 here in the tower. Be sure your kids get over and take advantage of this big opportunity to have a lot of fun here on Saturday. 881 for McIlvaine, 884 for Shelton. Derek Denny from Pleasant View, Tennessee is in the left lane, 43-year-old contractor. In the right lane, Nathan Knive. Walton, Kentucky, undercover car. 2005 undercover chassis in the right lane, Chevy powered. Left lane, 632 cubic inches of Chevrolet in the 2012 American chassis. Comp Eliminator, Comp Eliminator. Comp Eliminator, Comp Eliminator, Comp Eliminator. To the lanes, please. Nave goes 884 in the right lane. 893 for Derek Denny in the left lane. John Sickish from Belmont, Ohio in the Horton chassis dragster. Left lane. Right lane, Gary Fleener from Port Clinton, Ohio. Super Comp Diamond chassis, 582 cubic inches. Pair of good lights, 019 for Sickish, 011 for Fleener. Elapsed time for Sickish is 888, 885 for Fleener. This is Jimmy Smith from Wallen, Kentucky in the undercover car in the left lane. In the right lane, Bill Riddle from Brighton, Michigan in the Adkins chassis, sponsored by Corrigan Race Fuel. 2013 Adkins chassis in the right lane, 2002 undercover chassis, left lane. Once again, Comp Eliminator to the lanes. Comp Eliminator to the lanes. Jimmy Smith goes 884, 885 for Bill Riddle. Angela Neely from Alvaton, Kentucky is in the right lane. 42-year-old CEO and business owner, ATM Innovation. 2013 American chassis for ride, 632 cubic inches. Alongside Angela is Philip Smida from Canfield, Ohio. He's in the Coghlan Cars lane. He's a 33-year-old electronic security technician. 2015 American chassis, 598 cubic inches. Elapsed time for Smida, 8:84, 184 miles per hour. Neely goes 8:93, 176. Chris Balcom from Guildford, Indiana, is in the Mullis chassis in the left lane, 582 cubic inches. The right lane, Devin Eisenhower from Lebanon, Indiana. That's an American chassis, 2014. 615 cubic inches. Pretty good lights, 027 and 013. Balcom gets 885. 885 also for Eisenhower. Both cars 500s quicker than they should be for the index. Jason Lynch from Cedar Hill, Tennessee is in the right lane, sponsored by Cars Protection Plus. It's a 2010 Cobalt. One of the few door slammers you'll see out there. Jason's a 40-year-old mechanic. Left lane, Jacob Elrod from Harrod, Ohio. 37-year-old financial advisor in the American chassis. Super Comp originally, in the first race they had, an official Super Comp race, was won by a door slamming Chrysler. A guy named Bill Webb. Centerburg, Ohio did it. Pair of red light starts, 893 for Jason Lynch, 899 for Jacob Elrod. Tyler Bohannon from Louisville, Kentucky is in the left lane. Well, hold on a minute. Mia Tedesco is in the right lane. We have red lights by one stinking thousand. Red light's a red light. Tyler Bohannon gets a 007 light and he goes 1025 and he goes 869. Zach Fisher from Clayton, Ohio is in the Chromeworks chassis Chevy powered dragster 2015 model. Zach is all of 17 years old. And he'll be the final Super Comp time trial for this event. Sponsored by RacingRVs.com. Thank you, Bob. And it's an 887, little too quick. 178.68 miles per hour. And here is Top Dragster, and here's Bob.